Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. I know it has been a while since I have been on this camera to bring you my budget updates, but there have been a lot of things going on in my life, to include doing a lot of working at work, plus some travel. I went on an almost 50-mile hike of 4 states. Definitely a separate video for another day. Perhaps that will be a cozy chair conversation. But today, as you can see below in the description, we are going to get back to our budget projections. So I am going to populate that information up on the screen, but first, for those that are new to the channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I talk about pretty much anything related to finances and budgeting. And I also try and do a cozy chair conversation where I talk about pretty much anything I want to. So let's dive right in so that we can get through this budget projection. All right, that information should be up on the screen. Week 2 budget projection. Today is October the 14th, 2022. It's a Friday. I get paid every single Friday. Therefore, I do a budget projection every single week. Now, I know it's been maybe 1 or 2 Fridays that I have not recorded, but I have been doing my budget projections and also resolving my budget with the budget recaps. So let's look at the sheet up on the screen and go through our numbers. First, we have the mortgage for $292. Then we have the security bill for $26.95, followed by Netflix for $17.99, auto insurance for $108, another auto insurance for $59, student loans for $100. This is a car / college tuition amount for $25. I may give the money one week to one of my children for gas, or I may just put it in their tuition account. It just depends. Then we have debt monies for $337. Children lunch account, I still only have one in high school, and that's $30. Household expenses, $148. College spending, this money goes exactly to the 2 that are in college. That's $46. Children's savings account, $28.50. HOA, $6.70. Minor Roth IRA, which is an account I have set up for the youngest child, for $20. And last but not least, I leave a small amount in the account each week, and that is $26. So the total for this week is $1,271.14. Typically every single week, to cover all of my transactions, I will leave an amount of $1,368 in this account. So you should see that calculation there. Also, I did it a little bit differently. However, you will get the gist of what I'm doing here. So basically the 1368 should have been flipped with the 1271.14. So if we're going to do that, let's do this subtraction. $1,368 minus the 1271.14 equals $96.86. That is the amount I need to put away in my bill savings account because it's an overage. However, we're doing that right here on paper. That is not going to be what I'm going to do with the final movement of the funds this week. That's step 1. Step 2 is to go back up through these expenses, put a PA with a pink circle around it next to any items that I will not be taking care of this week. That means I'm going to put that money away in the bill savings account. I'm not going to go back through them. You see all of them listed there. However, let's go down to the 4th from the last line on the sheet, and we're going to total up that put away amount. That amount is $330.65. And that number gets a blue cloud around it, just like the number up above it, because they have a relationship with each other. Okay? So that's step 2. Step 3 is to go back up through the expenses or transactions and put a purple triangle next to any items that I will be taking care of this week. You see them listed there. I'm not going to go through all of them. However, I am going to hit on 2 items. The first item being the mortgage. My mortgage has been sold to a new company. So as it relates to those who have been following me in the past, you know, I always send extra principal payments to my mortgage. Haven't been doing that until the mortgage was completely sold and moved over to the new company. It has been as of this recording. So now I can start sending my regular payments. So that first line, I do set aside $292 out of this week's pay. However, the total monthly payment of the mortgage is $876. So we're going to have to subtract that projected amount from the actual total. So $876 minus $292 equals $584. That is the amount I need to pull out of the bill savings account, but right here on paper, we're not going to actually do that, to help me satisfy the amount of the mortgage. That's one item I want to discuss. Then let's go down to the debt monies. You see, I have the $337 set aside. That is going to be the extra principal money that I will be sending toward the mortgage this week. However, since I couldn't send the extra monies from last week, I held on to them, which was $293. So I'm going to pull that additional monies out of the bill savings account as well, so that we can send more money toward the principal. So we're going to be sending an additional $337 plus $293 directly toward the principal this week, plus the $876 for the regular monthly payment. So yes, the mortgage is going to get a whole lot of my money this week. But anyway, that's that. Now we're going to move down to the third from the last line, and we're going to calculate those 2 numbers that are in the blue clouds. As we can see here, both numbers or both amounts need to be put away. So we just need to add those 2 amounts together. $330.60 plus $96.86 equals $427.51. That is the amount I need to put away in the bill savings account right here on paper. Remember, that's just those 2 numbers from the blue clouds. Okay? So stick with me. So right now we have that $427.51 that we need to put away. However, if we look back up at the top portion of the page, there are 2 numbers with yellow lines underneath them that we need to pull out of the bill savings account to help us satisfy those 2 transactions. So that $584 that we need to pull out and the $293 that we need to pull out, let's add those together. So let's look at the next to the last line on the page. $584 plus $293 equals $877. That is the total amount that we need to pull out of the bill savings account. But remember, that's right here on paper to help us satisfy those 2 transactions up above. Now, what we got here, we got a total amount that we need to put away in the bill savings account, and we got a total amount that we need to pull out. So let's look at the very last line of the sheet. The $877 is the amount that we need to pull out. However, the $427.51 is the amount that we need to put away. So we're gonna subtract those 2 numbers because we're doing 2 different transactional movements with the money. So let's do that. $877 minus $427.51 equals $449.49. That number gets a full yellow box around it because that is physically what I will be doing with the monies at the end of the day. When we get through with all these transactions, I am going to physically move $449.49 from my checking account, the operational checking account, until the operational savings account. And that money will be, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to pull the money from the savings account and put it into the operational checking account because I will need that $449.49 to help me satisfy all of my transactions that I have just discussed up above. So that's what we're doing with the money this week. We are pulling out $449.49 to help us satisfy our expenses for this week. Please let me know what you're doing with your money. I am going to end this video right here at this point. If you have any questions about how I budget and you would like more information on this budget, just leave me a comment in the description below, or either just send me an email to the email address in the description below. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. I will see you in the next video. Peace.